Hey, we back, and what we're gonna show you is items if you are in the market to buy an RV. Some of the things that you are probably the essentials that you'll need as soon as you purchase the RV. Um, there'll also be some tips and some tricks that we're gonna show you some of ours, and it'll be stuff also if you're a veteran and you've been owning an RV for a while. We might have one or two things on there for you that you might want to try out. So sit back. We're gonna try to make this one a little quick because we know that you're about ready to go and put that bird in the oven, or that bird should be about to come out of the oven by now. And you can watch this while you eat your dinner. Okay? We'll be right back. Oh, and by the way, please subscribe, hit the like button, and ring the bell so you can be so you it's like you be waiting on that so you can be notified as soon as we upload a new video. All right, thanks. We're going to go through this list. It's going to be real fast because we want you to be able to get back to your holiday, get back to enjoying your family, and get back to doing some good eating. So the list, we're going to go through this list fast. There's also going to be in the description, there are going to be some links there that you can go and take a look at. And if you decide to purchase from them links, of course, we get some credit for it. But it's Black Friday. I suggest that you shop around, find your best price, because the links that I provide for you may not be the best price out there. And a lot of these things have some super close similarities as far as what they do. It's not a big difference in a lot of them. So real fast, let's go so you can get back to eating and get back to enjoying your family. And anything?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Here we go. Hey, real quick, before we start, I'd like to thank you guys for subscribing and helping us to grow. We have reached 2,000 subscribers. Hey, I'm pretty stoked about that, which stoked is not really a word that I use, but I'm trying to cut back on cursing, so you got to bear with me. But again, thank you for subscribing, and let's start the show. First up is one of my favorites. This is the Cosori air fryer dual blaze. Now, what's unique about this air fryer is it heats from the top and the bottom, so you don't have to turn the food over. This was the one that we featured when we made the video about how to make the best pizza in the RV park. So this one here, like I said, it's a game changer.
Here we have our air purifier that helps break down or keep a lot of dust out of the RV. Not to say your RV won't get dusty, but it kind of eliminates some of the dust in the RV. Now, this one is actually made for a bigger house, but you know, sometimes my husband go overboard, so we got this one for the RV.
Now, this here is your dehumidifier, which I think for an RV, a dehumidifier is definitely a must-have. It'll decrease the humidity level in the RV, which helps to cut down on type of mold, mildew, stuff like that. Also, by having a dehumidifier, it allows you the opportunity for your pumps to keep it cooler a lot easier because of the lack of humidity in the RV. And I personally think that this is really a must-have here. Now we're going to run back here to the bathroom, and I'm going to show you a little trick. So the little trick is the toilets in an RV don't work the same way toilets in a house work. And so I'm taking this red Kool-Aid and I put it in the bottle, and I'm spraying it in as if you were taking the urine, and you will be able to see that once you flush the toilet, because the toilet don't do a swirl around the bowl, it don't really remove. And you can see here in this area where there's still residue of the red Kool-Aid. So what we did was we took an Aquafina bottle, put a hole in the top of the bottle, and now we use that bottle, this one here, we use the bottle, and it allows us to be able to rinse around the area where the water don't reach and remove any overspray or any residual from any urine that cuts down on your smell, and it cuts down on stains as well. But that's just a little tip that we want to show you. And once you spray it down, flush it, and it's all gone. And that there is one of our tips from today.
Okay, in doing that, it's important to rinse around the rim so you don't have odors or stains in your toilet. Because ladies, you know, men don't always aim straight. So this is one of the ways that we rinse the toilet.
And while we're talking about the toilet bowl, let's go ahead and just jump right into black tank treatments. We first started out using Happy Camper. Later on, we switched over to the unique RV Dissolve It. And right now, because someone told us about it, we're trying this Pure Power Blue. That sounds like a tongue twister. Pure Power Blue. It's a tongue twister. But anyway, we trying that right now and to give it a try. But so far, we don't really have an opinion on it yet because we've only been trying it now for maybe a couple of weeks or probably a week. But as of right now, the unique has probably done the best, not taking nothing away from Happy Camper because it did work good. But this is, once again, as always, just preference.
Okay, here's something else we came up with, and this is only for the RVs where the steering wheel comes all the way up. So what we did, we purchased this little circular wood plank right here, and we just put a little piece of cloth over it, put a little lamp on it, made it out sort of like a table. So it's a good idea for RVs that steering wheel go up.
Now, what we're using for our Wi-Fi is the SpaceX Starlink system. And so far, we've been pretty happy with it. And with the Starlink, it gives us the option of mounting it on top of the RV or putting it on the ground beside the RV. But there are other systems that you can use, like the Wind Guard system. You have dish satellite systems, and it just depends on which one you feel works for you. We've decided, and we've been going now with the Starlink, but if something better come out, we'll be moving. I really don't think it's possible to overstress the importance of knowing what's going on with your tires. And for us, we use the tire minder, which gives us the temperature of the tire, and it also gives us the pressure of the tire. Because if you know them two things, they would definitely give you a little bit of a warning of if there's a problem with this tire, and actually can get you stopped on side the road before any type of blowout. So again, the importance of knowing what's going on with your tire is super important. So if you don't have a TPMS system on your vehicle, on your tow vehicle, on the vehicle you're towing, and on your RV, then you might be playing with fire, because it's super important to know them things and have them to have that information right there at your hand in real time. Another little trick that we do, if you notice on my screen right here is a little dot. That little dot represents 10 feet. Took a measuring tape, seen as 10 feet, and you can see that Sheila is right at the 10-foot mark. And that's how I know what's behind me and what the distance is by the little dot that I put on the screen. Another little tip that you might want to try. A lot of times you'll be in the RV park and you'll see lights around the RV, lights up under the RV in different settings, different makeups, different colors. Some of the lights, you might see them blinking. Some of them might have the little thing running around, make it look like something in the light is moving. All kind of different stuff. You'll see palm trees around the RV, and you'll see all kind of stuff around it. But there's reasons other than just it looks good that people put lights around their RV. Now, our reason for putting lights around our RV, two reasons. One is for security. The second one is rodents like rats, mouse, stuff like that. They like working in the dark. So if you got lights around the bottom of your RV, since they are light sensitive creatures, they'll tend to kind of stay away from light versus going to something that's darkened out and they can operate a little bit better. Now this is our service side. On the service side, we have the water softener. We have the quick disconnects for the water hoses. We have the pressure regulator. We have our filter, the 3-stage that I built. And we have the water pressure gauge. So there's a few things on this side that we're going to talk about, including the dump hose. All right. When it comes to choosing a water hose, you want to make sure that you select the water hose that is suitable for drinking. And then you have water filters. You can buy something like this one, a 3-stage filter that's already put together for you. Or you can do like we did. We actually put our filter to 3-stage together ourselves. And then we purchased the water hose connection links and fittings and actually made our own. The first water filter you should purchase is going to be a water filter that's going to come straight off of the faucet. And we chose the Camco Pure Taste water filter. And it's been a winner for us. Here's the on-the-go water filter. Now, Sheila could tell a difference instantly soon as we installed the water filter, and we've heard other people talk about it, and it is really popular with RV'ers. It ain't one of the things that you need. It's not an essential, but it is what you call it? A game changer or something?
Yeah, it's a game changer. It's like night and day. If you don't have it, you know the difference. You can feel the difference.
Okay, so it's not an essential, but we highly recommend a water softener. And once you purchase it, there are plenty of videos out there that'll show you how to regenerate that water softener with just regular table salt. And it really do make a difference. This is a water pressure regulator. And if you don't have a water pressure regulator, I highly suggest you getting one because manufacturers do have standards and they have sets and guidelines for what the water pressure in your RV should be. With a regulator, you can actually keep it under what they suggest it to be. And this will prevent you from having blowouts and major water leaks inside the RV. Water inside the RV that's not in the sink, in the shower, or in the toilet is never a good idea. So I suggest you get a water pressure regulator, and most of them are going to suggest that you keep this regulator somewhere around 40 to 60 psi. And I actually took a moment and walked around and looked at a couple of people regulators to see exactly where they had their regulators set at, and they were set at between 40 and 60. By adding quick connectors to your water hose makes disconnecting and connecting a true breeze. This here to me is another must have. It saves you time and it saves you the struggle of connecting your water hose, and it really makes a difference. Now this is your 90-degree elbow foot that goes to your water hose. This one here will help take a lot of the weight and pressure off of your fittings going inside your RV. So this one here can save you some problems too. I highly suggest it. Now this here is just simply a Y that comes off of your water faucet, and it gives you an extra outlet so that you can hook up other things or other water hoses or get water, wash your hands, whatever you want to do without having to disconnect your filter. Now your dump hose, when it comes to dump hose, you should never skimp out and try to buy the cheapest dump hose, because if you buy the cheapest, it's going to make you pay for it later. So get you a quality dump hose. Also, I suggest in your dump hose, if it don't come with your dump hose kit, make sure that your elbow is clear so you can see what's coming through, so you'll know when your water done cleared up. And when you are finished, if you're flushing, you'll know that the water is now turned clean. You can stop flushing and you just see more stuff and see what's going on, have a better idea of what's going on with your coming out of your tanks. Next, we're going to talk about your power management system, sometimes called the EMS. This is different than a surge protector. The power management system is going to tell you if you got low voltage, high voltage. It's going to do a better job of protecting your RV. Now, if your budget don't fit getting a power management system and your budget only right now is good for a surge protector, I say get the surge protector, because that's better than nothing. Because when you go to the RV parks, the power on the RV parks on the power bases and the power poles are sometimes really unpredictable. So I suggest one of the first things you do is when you get to the RV park and you back into your site or you pull into your site, before you even cut your engine off, take your power management system, your breaker, whichever one you got, plug it in and see if you got power. Make sure that the power is okay. With a management system, it's going to tell you a lot more about that pole before you even plug your RV in. Now, some of these things can be installed on board, and some of them can be on the pole. Our unit actually has one built in, but after we got rid of the fifth wheel, we still had this one left, and we decided to use it. And so now we got two of them, so double protection. But definitely, this is a must. Before you leave the RV dealership, you want to make sure you got either a surge protector or EMS or power management system. You want to make sure you got one of them in your kit. Now this here is a power cord adapter, sometimes referred to as a dog bone. And what it'll do, it allow you to plug in your 50 amp power cord into this dog bone, and you can reduce down to a 30 amp. And also you can they have dog bones for plugging in 50 amps into 120s. And the thing that you'll need is going to be a power extension cord. So it's an extension cord. But sometimes you get to RV parks and they may not have the exact fittings that you need, or you may pull over to Cousin Ray house and Cousin Ray let you plug into one of the outside 120s, and that at least keep your refrigerator running. Now remember, if you're running 50 and you reduce down to 30, when you reduce down to 30, you're not going to run everything on your RV that you normally run when you plugged into 50. So be careful with that, because if you reduce down to 30, you might be able to run one AC because you don't have two poles anymore. And that's getting more into the electrical thing, but just trust me on this one. Get you some dog bones so you can reduce down if necessary, and we'll talk later about what you can do once you reduce down. You could buy tire covers from different companies as far as to cover your tires while you're sitting in the park and keep the sunlight off the tires. But we decided to go a different route. I went and bought a tarp, cut the tarp to fit the tires, and I used clamps in order to hold the tarps in place. And that right there saved us a lot of money. Don't have to tell you how I feel about chalks. You listen to the last video and you know that I believe in using chalks, putting them down before you do anything. Tire pressure gauge. Definitely need a tire pressure gauge when you're airing up. Snap pads. Snap pads are really good to have because snap pads are something that you're going to really appreciate on your leveling jacks. And then you need leveling blocks. All of this is real simple. It's kind of quick and it don't need a whole lot of going into. But leveling blocks, there are a lot of different kind of leveling blocks. When we had the fifth wheel, we used a lot of them. And when we had the fifth wheel, we also used a stabilizer for the end cap. And that stabilizer helps to keep the end cap from rocking when people are up inside the end cap. So that's a real good one to have right there by itself. And you'll appreciate it. So get you a good tool kit. A good tool kit is essential for RVing. And your hitch locks. So whenever you put your hitch on, you want to make sure you got hitch locks and headlight. This right here is a lifesaver for a headlight. Okay, that's it. So take what you want from this. And as always, this is our opinion. These are some of the things that we tried, things that we liked, and the things that we tried that we didn't like, we didn't put them on the list. So, because it's our opinion. So you can probably check out the comments, and there'll probably be people in the comments making other suggestions on other products that they feel might be better. And it's all really, a lot of it is subjective. So keep that in mind. So some things are worth the extra money. Some things might not be worth the extra money. Okay. So until the next time, and oh, by the way, the next time we're going to talk about some maintenance stuff, because I know if you're new and you're trying new into buying an RV, or if you want to get into the market of the RV, or if you just got into the market of the RV, there's some maintenance things that we'll go over that can probably help you save some money, or at least you'll know what to expect once you buy an RV. So until next time, deuces, and we'll see you soon.